It's Harley here. Today I'm doing a little bit different video. I'm actually going to be going over the app OverSumo, which some of you have heard about, some of you haven't, but it can be a little bit controversial because I'll just explain as we get into it. But it can also be extremely useful and helpful to you if you use it the right way. So let's go ahead and get this thing open here. Usually when it opens, it comes to your daily activity report, but you can find your profile. You can see this. I'm on my alt account's profile right now. It's currently sitting in Masters, but this account is normally sitting down in low diamond because I typically let it decay so that I can play with my lower friends. So if you look through it, you can see it shows your current Overwatch rank, and then here it starts to show you your heroes and what it says each one of your heroes, what level it plays at. It says my Hanzo on my alt is Master, McCree being a Diamond. It says my Pharah and Widowmaker are Grandmaster play levels. Essentially what this app is trying to tell you is that it says, according to it and its stats, that my Hanzo play on my alt account means I'm capable of being Master, and if I play my Widowmaker the way I'm playing, I can be in Grandmaster. Here's where it can get controversial to you, well, in general, is, this is what you see for my alt account, which majority of the games on my alt account are played at a low diamond level, at 3,000 to 31. That's where majority of these games come from. So all the statistics that you're looking at from this Hanzo play, for example, all of these were earned in low diamond play. Now, I have the same exact settings, same skill level, everything, but you go to my main account, which I've actually been ignoring a bit to help some friends rank up some. I go to my main account, which just dropped out of Masters today, and you'll look at it, and now you see my Hanzo. It shows my Hanzo stats for it are at a diamond level. It says my Pharah, which on my alt, if you remember, said Grandmaster, and my Widowmaker, it says Diamond, and on my alt, it said Grandmaster. So how is it the same player with the same settings, it's telling, is this? Well, because my main account is primarily always playing in Masters. So you're talking about statistics gathered on this hero against a much better set of players than I am on my alt account playing it at against low diamonds. Now, why does this create this argument with people? Well, some people, you have a lot of platinum players that they're a great platinum player and they've probably got diamond potential, but they don't play the game well enough to get the wins they need to move up. And their stats will say, like, oh, look, you're Master level soldier, and they're a soldier main, and they say, well, this says I'm Master. Why am I not in Master on Overwatch? Clearly Overwatch is broken. Well, no, because if you tried to play your soldier, being a platinum level player, if you paired up against diamonds and you ran your soldier, you're going to have stats over Sumo here is probably going to say is like gold or silver, and you're going to look terrible. So higher ranked players playing against tougher competition get lower stats, so it says they should be lower. Lower ranked players getting better stats who are a little bit, pretty good at their rank, says that they should. Now, what you should take away from it is if you have an account like my alt account that says, hey, your Widowmaker play is Grandmaster and this Pharah is Grandmaster, it doesn't mean that you should be Grandmaster. It means that if you play those heroes in your current rank, you are going to be able to excel. You're doing well right now with those heroes. Doesn't mean that you deserve a Grandmaster rank, it just means you're doing well with those heroes. So let's go back to my alt account to show you the rest here. Now here's the best way to use OverSumo. This is where you can get the most out of it. Not by focusing on any of your, specific hero stat ranks here, but going into this little tab here and checking your previous day's daily competitive report. So let's say you just played the night before and you had a great run and you say, wow, I won a lot of matches. Well, you can come in here and check your performance and you say, wow, my McCree play was outstanding, my Hanzo play and Far play. All my play listed here, and it doesn't show my Doomfist play on here yet. But it says all my play on here was outstanding. So I was clearly a positive factor in why I was winning last night. Now let's say you're losing and you feel like you're playing well, but you just don't know. Well, if you're on a loss streak and you go in here and you see that it says, if you're a platinum player or a diamond player and it's saying that you're playing at like a silver, gold, or anything below your current rank performance, then let's face it, you were probably one of the factors in why your team was losing. And you should look at what you were doing wrong and what you were doing that night and find ways that you can change it. Maybe you were trying to lock DPS and you thought you weren't getting healed well enough, but really it was just you performing at a poor level. Well, you got to take that in, understand that it was your fault. Then when you find that you're having those nights, pick up a tank. Learn a tank if you don't know one and pick them up. Maybe that might solve your problem right there. Pick up a healer or a support. If you're not on, maybe another teammate's on fire, and if they weren't on support, they could be tearing them up, and you could still get those wins. So it can help you analyze your performance in a gaming session, and it's very, very good about that. So I know that yesterday when I was playing, whenever I busted out these heroes, I was playing outstanding with them at the levels I was playing. So I know that if right now my DPS is on. If I go in tonight and I feel like it's still on, I'm still killing it, great. If I'm losing, I need to think about, hey, how will my report look tomorrow? Because that's going to be, that's a great way to figure things out. So look at it this way and say, hey, I was winning a ton last night. I was just on fire. Like, I was winning every game. I was tearing it up. Now, you can look back at this and see an honest evaluation of yourself. Let's say that you were playing your DPS roles, which is what a lot of people are doing, and you say, I really felt like I was doing great. And then you look and you see, let's say, instead of it saying Grandmaster on McCree, it just says gold, or it just says platinum, or something lower than your current tier, and you say to yourself, wait a minute, like, but I was winning. I was winning all night. I thought I was doing great. Well, what OverSumo does is it takes your performance per life. So it's not taking your overall game performance and saying, oh, your team was just steamrolling so much you didn't get an opportunity to get that many kills. If your team's steamrolling, you should get plenty of kills in a single life to meet what your rank should be, what your current rank is at least. Compared on OverSumo here. Just to make sure that's clear, let's say you're a diamond player and you go in here and you check it and you say, oh, well, my team steamrolled them. At least it shows that I'm at a diamond rank. So essentially what you can find out that way is you can find out like if you were carried, basically, or if you were carrying. Yeah, so the same goes for the opposite end of the spectrum here, where you could go in and after a night of losses and you expect to see low stats, and you could find high performance stats, or at least equivalent to your rank stats. And if you're seeing equivalent or higher to your current rank, you know that it was most likely not your fault that you kept losing the matches. There was probably somebody else who was underperforming. But you're never going to know these things unless you come into this with a purely objective view. Don't be biased because it's your stats and say, oh, well, it only shows me at that because I wasn't getting healed by the healer. Well, maybe you weren't getting enough eliminations to keep the healer alive to heal you. Or maybe you weren't creating enough space for your DPS to get any work done. It's things like that. You have to come into it and understand that and accept that maybe you were doing great or maybe the losses were your fault. And this can really help you determine that. And then you can go back, check out some of your recorded gameplay. You should always record some of your games, especially ones that you do terrible in and lose and you did bad. Record those. Watch them back. Look at what you did wrong. Look at what the other team did right. Learn to adjust, study yourself. But that's how you would want to use OverSumo. Don't use it to try to brag and say, oh, Overwatch SR system's wrong. I should be on a higher rank because OverSumo says so. Because I just showed you why OverSumo is wrong. I have a main account that mostly plays in Masters, and it says that most of my heroes there should be Diamond ranked. But I have an alt account that plays mostly in low Diamond, and it says my heroes say I should be Master and Grandmaster, which everybody can see why that would create such an issue. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you can use this app to help you get better at Overwatch and whatever role you're playing. This doesn't just go by what you see here, DPS stats. It goes by critical stats for all heroes, including support, including tanks. It covers the main primary statistics for your hero. So don't expect to go in as Mercy and feel like it's saying, oh, well, you have no damage done, you're doing bad. Because it's not focusing on that at all. So anyway, hopefully you guys can use this to improve and get better. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment. See y'all next time.